Now, still on political matters, a chieftain of Arewa Consultative Forum and former secretary of the defunct Action Congress, Usman Bugaje, has called for a collegiate system of leadership in the country to end the North-South presidential rotation debate. Now, Bugaje said he would prefer the country to get the best hands wherever they might come from to run the country than narrowing the presidential choice to a region of the country. He called for inclusive governance based on competence and denounced the perennial regional divisions and corrupt leadership in Nigeria. The political and civil society activists stressed the need for a new narrative that combined popular participation with tangible developmental outcomes. Joining us to help make sense of this is a political analyst, Jide Ojo. Thank you so much for joining us at this time, Jide.
It's my pleasure. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you as well. Now, Jide, can you explain the concept of a collegiate presidency as proposed by Bugaje? How does it differ from the traditional presidential system in Nigeria?
Well, I wish he has given us what he meant by collegiate presidency, because to the best of my knowledge, what he is trying to criticize is what actually has worked for Nigeria, which is a kind of rotational presidency. And that is having a oscillation between North and South at present. And my own position quite differs from that of Bugaje, because I feel that in order not to, since the current administration seems to recognize the sixth geopolitical zone now, given the establishment of regional commissions, we should also think of having a rotational presidency that rotates among the six geopolitical zones, so that those who are clamoring or those who are, agitating that they have been excluded from political inclusion who have a sense of belonging, like the Igbos, like the Kanuris, the people in the Northwest, who said that since the time of Tafawa Balewa, they have never been president. Or the Igbos who said since Azikiwe's time, they have never been president. So I really am struggling to understand what Dr. Usman Bugaje meant by saying he wants a collegiate system. The issue is that even when you look at Section 14 of the Constitution, it already talked about having a federal character system in place for purposes of political unity and political loyalty.
Well, you also talked about, a type of presidency that we're used to, that's the rotational presidency. Now, can you tell us, explain to us about, the what you call rotational presidency, and also if you feel that there might be potential political or constitutional challenges, to implementing the type of presidency that Bugaje is talking about.
That's why I said I struggle. I don't really understand what he meant by collegiate presidency. Is it an ongoing one? Because
I think he means presidency by merit. It doesn't have to do with North-South region. Anybody who merits the presidency, who is capable, should be elected, and the rotation needs to stop.
No, that's why I said I wish I understand that the current system we have does not actually preclude meritocracy or competence. See, it is within the parties that we have the rotation between North and South. And you will see that even PDP flattered what is already written in their constitution in 2023, when PDP decided to throw open the presidential ticket rather than following the North and South dichotomy. So the Constitution has not prescribed that, okay, there should be rotation. But I believe that that is even the best way to go, because of the so-called political marginalization and discrimination that the Igbos and then the people of Northeast Nigeria have been clamoring. But if we go by the collegiate semantics or what he explained, that, okay, presidency based on merit, will you say that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not emerge by merit? Is it that it was only the exclusive preserve of the Yorubas, or that it was only Yorubas that contested the 2023 presidential elections? So we have all manner of people from the 18 political parties that contested, coming from different parts of the country, and people decided to choose one out of the lot. So I'm struggling to understand what he meant by. Does he want to say that even Buhari did not emerge by merit, or that people of Nigeria are shortchanged by voting for Buhari? The bottom line is that currently the Constitution says you have to meet certain criteria. Age, academic qualification, you must not be bankrupt, you must not belong to secret cult, you must not be somebody of insane mind. So that is already telling you that you have to be competent. So I don't understand why he's bringing that issue of collegiate. And collegiate, in my own mind, does not talk about competence. Collegiate means like a communal system of governance, where you have, and I think what approximate collegiate system is what we have in Switzerland, where there is a president and about 6 vice presidents. So it's a kind of collegiate system. But if he's trying to float a new political ideology, then he needs to present a memo to the Constitutional Amendment Committee of the National Assembly, because this is a good opportunity to test whether Nigerians will buy into the kind of ideas he has. But I do believe that the current system does not preclude meritocracy, does not preclude competence, and that the Constitution has not even prescribed that there should be power rotation. It is the political parties within their own constitution that decided, and it's only even PDP. APC does not even have that in their own constitution. But for purposes of political inclusion, they decided that, okay, after 8 years of 8 years of Buhari, Nigerians decided that the next person should be from the south. And you could see that even in 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar from the north put himself forward for presidency. Tinubu presented himself, Peter Obi presented himself, several other candidates presented. And Nigerians made a clear choice of who they want as their president. So I don't think, and the popular adage is, if something is not broken, you don't need to fix it. But if he is bringing that the current system that we have been using since 1960 has not thrown up competent leaders, I beg to disagree. It's not about the fact that we have not had competent leaders. Okay, Goodluck Jonathan is a PhD holder. Former President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua was a lecturer in the university before he joined politics. So we cannot get a better competent people. Tinubu is an accountant. Even if we give the fact that Obasanjo and Buhari are soldiers, but that does not mean they are not competent. So I really don't understand the essential ingredient of that argument being put forward by Dr. Bugaje.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jide, for your opinion on this. We appreciate you for your time.
It's my pleasure.